All right, there we go. Background stuff was taking a little longer than normal here to get things set up and going. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another stream. I'm your host, Tahoe Anime. Still don't know if I have an intro for this streams yet. Still trying to decide if I want to do some type of intro. Maybe some type of... I like the greeting. I like the good morning everybody. I like that idea. I don't know about the rest of it. Do I introduce myself every time? Do people already know? If they're here, then I guess technically. But these also are being sent over to YouTube as well, so it's not a bad idea to have a little, maybe a small intro, maybe some type of hello, this is who I am. Still haven't quite worked that out yet, so still playing with the ideas of how I want this all to go. What type of production I want to put into everything, what type of, not necessarily casualness, but So there's a weird dichotomy between casualness and authenticity, right? So y'all get to see basically uncut, unedited, unfiltered, the things that I'm thinking about, putting together in my head, how I structure just about everything. It's just live for you to see. It's kind of the background of this whole stream. Like if something's happening in the house, or if the kids are home because of some kind of break and they're loud or talking to me or whatever like that, y'all get to hear all of that stuff. I'm not cutting away from that or being like, oh, I gotta, unless there's some kind of weird emergency or something like that. But yeah, you for the most part get to hear all that kind of stuff, see some of that stuff. So I don't know. It's an interesting border to play with a little bit and see what I want to do. It's also an interesting time in history, I guess, to play with some of those lines as technology and stuff starts to blur and cross some of those lines as well in and of itself. So I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day when I was reading some posts and stuff like that about AI, and then I watched the Hank Green video about water usage and a bunch of different information articles and stuff like that. It's a weird time to live in. Figure out what the blend of all of those things are together. I don't know. Can we coexist on all of this stuff? Is there a place for all of it? I don't know. Welcome to Thoughts with Tahoe. Normally we do this at the end of the stream. We're doing this at the beginning of the stream now. I think is what it is that I had a good time yesterday or on Monday stream with the questions that we got from Amy, and I really like that. And I've been thinking a lot about my place in everything and what I'm trying to do with authenticity and showing my work, right? So because of all of those shifts across the line with technology, there's a huge thing about showing that you are showing your work as you kind of create it. Like, can you show your process? Can you show that you are the legitimate artist, author of the things you are creating somehow? And some people will say photos, show photos of your sketches or things like that. That's enough to prove that you're not, AI or whatever like that. There are people saying, nope, it has to be video showing you doing your work, or some type of time lapse or something like that. And there's been a lot of people that have been caught up in the fervor of prove it, right? Which is crazy, and it sucks. And I was reading on Threads the other day a gal that thought she was doing everything right. She thought she had double checked with the artist that she had hired to do work for her and stuff like that, and thought they had vetted them correctly. And turns out that ended up not being the case. And she was just fully apologetic about the whole thing, was trying to help, give refunds and stuff like that, because essentially she had gotten duped as well in that whole process, and she was trying to make it right. Which, kudos to her. That's an amazing thing to be able to do, but a sucky thing to have to do in that space. And it's hard. It's hard when people have broken those lines now, not even just cross them, but just broken those lines, and then use those to lie to people, and essentially could, I don't know. It's a weird a weird time in space? Are those things happening? Are those things artificially happening to get more views and stuff like that? I think doubt is being heavily mixed into everything, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Like, I'm not saying you should run around and be skeptical about all the things in the world, but consciously minded. Like, the era of being able to run around on autopilot, just doing your normal daily things, is kind of coming to an end, where you do have to be a little bit more, not necessarily in tune with things, but what was I always tell it to my kids and stuff like that. What's the wording that I use for it? Dang it, I don't remember what it is. See, you get to hear this live from me while I'm trying to babble it out. You have to be able to think. You have to be able to not just be on autopilot and just let everything, rush past you and believe everything. You have to, like I said, not be necessarily skeptical, but you have to be science brained in a lot of ways and ask, oh, why is that? How is that? Ask a lot of good questions about the nature of what you see and hear and do in a lot of spots. So, because shit is weird, and something as simple as being an artist a few years ago is, you would think, would continue to be something simple, but it is not as simple as it used to be. And I've kind of looked at it from a couple different perspectives. I've talked with people about it before, and I saw something similar to this during the revolution of computer graphics / art, doing artwork digitally, essentially. It was a huge revolution of this when Photoshop became a thing, and then all of the art tablets started coming out, so then people could start making art digitally and stuff like that. So it's a conversation that we've kind of had before, but it is on a scale and a magnitude and a speed that we haven't experienced. So, like, I feel like all of this is just us trying to stumble and try not to fall while we're trying to catch up to whatever the fuck this is that's running ahead of us, kind of thing. So, I don't know. For me, it's interesting because I look at my work and try to be authentic with it, and I try not to let a lot of the business part of it hurt what the integrity of what I'm doing is. I'm realizing that's harder to do than I want to admit or realize, and so far I've been able to manage a lot of it well enough, but selling your artwork and trying to make something out of it like that is not an easy task, for sure. And I don't put it out there lightly for anybody who does work hard at their stuff. And if you do want to be successful at having an art career and stuff like that, and being a creative person and stuff, there are a lot of ways to do it and a lot of ways to figure out how to make money and do all that stuff. And there's no single way to do that. No right way, no wrong way. Like, you never know. You never know what's going to pop off. So, I don't know. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing at the moment. Hopefully this is genuine and authentic enough for people to see that I'm literally just talking out of my own ass 90% of the time. Hopefully that's what people want to maybe see or hear. I don't know. But I'm just enjoying myself doing this stuff. I love building the things for Twitch here. When we worked on website stuff on Monday, I love doing that kind of stuff. I love doing all this stuff by hand. Sometimes I do it the long, hard way. That's okay with me. Had fun doing it. This okay. That's okay. Okay. Let's get away from the boring stuff. The downer stuff of the day. Hello, Sunny. Good morning. Thank you for putting your points towards our a treat for our assistant. Our current assistant has decided to abandon us for the day. She is currently sleeping in the closet. No explanation why. She just wants to be in there in my master bedroom closet. So we are not going to. I decided that I was like, if she needs a little space away, and she wants to be in the closet, then I'm not gonna go film her. I'm not gonna put her through that. That's her little getaway spot. But if she was like on my bed or whatever, I'd kick her out of my room for sure. So yeah, we don't have video of our assistant today, but we have our lovely outdoor shot as kind of our clouds roll in for the day. We got a little bit of wind, possibly a little bit of weather coming in this evening. We will see. But yeah, we got that one, and then I put together a little bookshelf camera for the afternoon. So if our assistant comes out and she decides to sleep out here in the living room at some point, we'll move the camera over to her. But for now, hello, that's me. You guys are right. The camera is right here next to me, where my little mini bookshelf is at. So Dreamer has her own big bookshelf that I put together for her. Me and the kids put together for Christmas, but this is my mini shelf. I actually have two shelves with books, so if we need to swap between those two, we can do that then. That's what we got for the day. Plans for what to work on. We still need to work on that blurb a little bit for the back of the book. I'm still rumbling around with some of the stuff in my head. Last time we worked on that, we threw out some ideas. We got some stuff kind of messed around with a little bit. A lot of starts and a lot of stops, but not a lot of combinations quite yet. I also took and sat down on Sunday, and I wrote out like 10, 20, maybe 30 words that I thought kind of described what book 3 is about. So I'm hopefully going to see if I can integrate any of those words. And this is just me, like, coming up with, sitting down on a piece of paper, just writing out the words that come to my mind instantly that I think associate with book 3. Some of them we've already heard: mystery, surprise, but some other different ones like bravery, new things, change in environment, fun, exciting, event, uncertain. Like, I went through and I was like looking at each of the pieces that I had going on in book 3 and kind of gave them a single word to describe some of the things that are happening in it. So hopefully we can use those to integrate into our blurb a little bit, make it a little bit more fun, exciting. I would say spice it up, but that's not the right wording for it, but maybe spruce it up, give it that vibe like the other two that I've written before. So yeah, and then we'll go from there. But that's one of the things possibly to work on. The other one, move off of Illustrator here. move over to Canva for the moment, is working on our video for the week, because we have, which I think is what we're going to start with today. We have an exciting announcement that literally came together this past week, which has been really crazy and fun. I'm a serial, not necessarily procrastinator, but I like to have time to be able to put things together, events and or signings and stuff like that. And opportunity came up from one of our local book vendors, Nook and Cranny. She has a little book trailer that she brings to places. We have a weekly market that she's there most weekends, as long as there's no weather. And she sets up for with kids books and stuff down there. So she contacted, actually we've been in contact for the past year, and she is finally putting together a little pop-up store, and she wanted to know if I would be interested in coming down and signing some books, and talking to people, and doing a little event and stuff like that. So I was just like, of course, I would love to do that. I would kill at a chance to come and be a part of what you've got going on. So that's exciting. So that's what we've got going on. It's definitely not the video that I thought I was going to be making this week. But yeah, so on February 22nd, I will be at the Nook and Cranny pop-up store. I wonder if I can find... all of the information is available at nookandcrannybookwagon.com. The event, being able to purchase tickets for that event is live now. So if anybody is in the Reno, Tahoe area, it is a limited event. So it's a small space. So we're doing, this is all like testing out how this all works and seeing if it's a good match, and how many people we can get out there to come by and buy tickets for our little event. So I think we've got like 15 spots available. And the way it works is you buy a ticket for a child, or even if you would like to go, you can buy a ticket for the whichever event you would like to go to, either the Wild Sierra Ski Patrol Pups or the Stitch Tales one, which is me. And so for mine, you get a copy of the book. We're going to do a reading of the book. So actually, Dreamer, Mrs Tahoe, is going to do the reading for me because I'm shy. It includes a signed copy and an adopted kitten stuffy. So it's kind of exciting, kind of fun. It is not a stuffy of my character, but because hopefully someday we will have those. But this is a cool little idea that she came up with, and I think I really like it. Like, it was like when I got the email about it, or the message about it, I was just like, oh, this sounds really, really cool. And then she was just like, she was on it. She was just throwing stuff my way and be like, oh, we can do this and this. And I was just like, yeah, let's do all the things. Let's go for it. Let's try this out. Let's have some fun. So that's exciting. So, going to try to put together a video for this for Thursday. Even though this event's in February, it's a good idea to get it up and running because we've got lots of things coming up. So if you notice down here at the bottom, or let's even go back to our front page here, Buttons he has taken the number off of the bottom line of our videos here, and he's trying to show us something special that's happening. So we are currently on week 51 of 52 of a 52-week year. So our technical anniversary for my social media posts is next week. So that's post number 52. So next week's video will be the full second year of me posting one week, or say one big social media post update thing every week for 2 years. So it's kind of a cool milestone for me that I try to keep going every year, because I like that idea of post a bitmas. Yes, thank you Bishak. That is a perfect way. I can't believe I read that correctly. Yes, it is a post a bitmas. Yikes. But yeah, that's what we got going on next week. So this week we're going to be working on the video right before that, and then next week we get to celebrate the 50-second video, and then the week after that we get to start all over again, and hopefully we'll have some book 3 stuff that will slowly come in after that as we build into 2026 and get ready for the release day and everything like that. So, which will be a little bit later in the year. We've got a special date picked out for it that is associated with our book, and but we're not quite ready to talk about that quite yet. But we'll get there. We've got a lot to cover this year, lots to do, lots to be excited about the series as a whole too. So yeah, we're doing the things. Okay, so I just got a text message from Dreamer. She may have a flat or low tire, so I may have to, when she gets home here in a little bit, I may have to run out and fill up her tires, so that she can do some more work this afternoon, because she has some running around to do. She is the breadwinner of the family, so gotta make sure that she's taken care of running around. So I may have to take a break here when she gets here so that I can do all of that. I don't know how much time that will be. She is the girl boss for sure, and I love it. I love that for her for sure. If you've heard any of our episodes where we talk about some of that on our 500 Little Things podcast, we did a role reversal years ago because I was working construction and doing a bunch of stuff, and she got a really good job, and a much better job than way better. She was making enough that was covering both of our salaries. So I quit my job to do stay-at-home dad stuff, take kids to doctor's appointments, dental appointments, all of those things outside, and going to school, drop-off pickups, all of that stuff. So yeah, it's a thing. So we gotta take care of the girl boss because it's good things. And we found out it actually worked out really, really well. I was really, really good at what I was doing here at home too. So yeah. Anyway, so that's coming fairly shortly. I'll probably have to keep an eye on her because we have tracking software nowadays. Ooh. So I can be ready. Yeah, she's on her way back. So we'll mess around with this a little bit until she gets back, or until she gets here. So for anybody who doesn't know, my main character here, Buttons, actually all of the characters, I consider them to be like Deadpool, where they're actually self-aware that they are in a book or they're in a social media post or anything like that. That's why they are able to interact with some of the lines and some of the things that are happening in these little worlds and stuff like that, like grabbing this number off of the bottom of the social media post here. They are technically, in my world, self-aware of those things. and can interact, and they talk to me and stuff like that, or talk to y'all and stuff like that. So I get to have a little bit more fun and play with some of that stuff sometimes. Like when we go over to, you guys will get a little preview of this today. We get to number 52. Look at that. He's way closer, and he's throwing the number 52 way up there. So we're gonna celebrate that day. Got some more work to do on this one, but yeah, they are self-aware. They know what's going on. Okay, so we want to put something here at the beginning. We need to put something at the end as well. We've got some photos already picked out for the middle. I think I want to put, let's go way down here. Further. I think we want to give him a speech bubble because we're going to have him say something. Have him talking a little bit. Let's put, let's see if there's a little library bookcase we can put in here. There's a big library. Maybe we don't want a library. Maybe we want a bookcase. Yeah, better. Okay. Cool. Ooh, that's a simple one. I like that one. That one's a little too heavy graphic style. I like the simple ones. That one's not bad. We'll just see what's available here for free on Canva. I'll try to figure out, see if we can make something work. That one's kind of cool. The little scarf thing over top of it. There's a simple one. That one's too simple. How are you doing today, Bishak? How are things going? I saw you did some Destiny stuff. Was that this morning? I have to remember, you're on a different time zone than I am, so when you're like morning, I'm like, that was only a little bit ago. For me. Much more for you. Working? Fun. A phone call from Auburn? Hold on for a second, I'm gonna check this real fast. Telemarketers, fun. I love how they disguise their phone calls now. Like they don't pop up as spam. A lot of them still pop up as spam, but sometimes they just have an address that they pop up as, and it's like I can't tell if they are legit or not, especially if they're a area code that I recognize that's in the area. That's when it's like, yeah, they can spoof as local calls. It's annoying. Yeah, it fucking sucks. Because I'm like, this could be either like health insurance. This could be like something that's actually legitimate local. Maybe even somebody that I was trying to reach out about books or anything like that. So it's poopy. I don't like it. Okay, Dreamer is almost home here. I think one of these is going to be the one. Don't think I like this one. I think that one's a little bit too simple. That one's a little fuzzy. Definitely a style choice on that one. Which one do we like better? Do we like this one with the little blanket on it? Do we like the other one? I think I almost like the other one because it's bigger. I love these, some of these other more simplified ones, but they don't, those are not available for free, so. Okay, peoples, I need to, I like turtles. I like the bigger one. Okay, cool. I like the bigger one too. I know you like turtles. That sounds about right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this over onto our assistant cam, even though our assistant is sleeping in the closet at the moment. But I'm going to leave you with a little bit of outside time here. I'll keep the stream occupied. I appreciate that, B-Check. We'll just have some cool jams, and I'll be back in a few minutes. So let people know I'll be back. I can put it on the short break screen, but I don't know if I like that or not. Anyways, I'll be back.
Sunny_Ruth says big stretch. Sunny_Ruth just gave 1 bit supporting the Stitched Tales book series.
Oh, okay. Whew. That was a lot fast. How long was I gone? 10 years later? Oh my god, there's a lot of things happening here. You know, I should have just grabbed the mobile cam and just taken it with me, and you guys could have come on an adventure with me filling tires. That would have been fun. Okay, let's go back up here. Let's see what... We're gonna see what somebody wrote. Dreamer's getting out of here. Okay. We'll go back over here too. Tahoe will be back. He is changing a tire with his big muscles for his wife, whom he loves. He's likely doing this totally shirtless. I mean... Nope, definitely not shirtless. It's only 37 degrees outside, so no. Sadly, no. That would have gotten me an extra tip, though, if I would have done that for Mrs. Tahoe. So yes and no. And luckily, I did not have to change the tire. She just needed air in all of her tires. She had the little indicator pop up, and we had filled one of them yesterday that we thought was the problem. And then she got to work and was like, hey, that light's still on. I'm like, fuck. So either that tire's flat or it's one of the other ones. So she had to come back and it come to find out it was all of them that were pretty low. So they all needed some air. Oh, thank you for the cheer, Sunny. I appreciate that. I'm out of breath a little bit here because I ran back and forth. The Tahoe first tried to fill the tires with air with its strong lungs, but he decided to just change the tire. God damn it. He did this by lifting the car over his head and flipping it upside down. He then gently put the car down and proceeded to work on replacing the tire. His wife, seeing this feat of strength, became enraged and grabbed the car with her bigger muscles and smacked Tahoe with the car, launching him miles. Are you sure you don't want to write books yourself, Bishak? Because you did all this really, really fast. So it's maybe something to consider here, because there's lots more coming. I can see. Thank you for the big stretch, Sunny. Also redeeming the cheer for Dreamer. I will let her know that you did that. But literally what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. It's just life. Sometimes life happens, and you gotta go run and go fill tires and stuff like that. So when Tahoe awoke, he had no memory. He wandered the streets of wherever he was in some geographical location. As he wandered, he began to notice a pain in his side. Looking down, he found he had a tree branch lodged in his abdomen. Now, this is getting dark. Getting dark fast. Tahoe, being totally not a big baby, simply removed the branch, saying, "Silly twig," as he threw the branch over his shoulder. Oh wow, what happened next? Did he gush blood? Yeah, thank you for the bit, Sunny, I appreciate that. Meanwhile, Dreamer was sitting in the home, contemplating her actions. Did she really need to prove she was the strongest? She thought to herself. As she gathered herself, she left her driveway to find her 6'7" husband Tahoe. Wow, I got a huge boost here. She took a running jump on her street and launched herself into the stratosphere. She spotted Tahoe Tahoe's huge head and proceeded to free fall to his location. You know, that has been a topic that of ridicule that I have had in my recent past is that I have a big forehead. So thank you for pointing that out, Bishak. I appreciate that. I'm not crying at all. I don't have trouble from that at all. All right. Dreamer's off. Okay. Tahoe, walking through whatever geographical location he was in, Tahoe noticed a noise. As he looked up, he quickly realized something was coming straight at him. He dodged out of the way as the dust or snow or whatever cleared. He saw the prettiest lady he had ever seen. He then proceeded to do stuff, I guess. The end. I am writing a book. Well, you better be writing a book. This is all very creative. You are doing creative writing right now is what you're doing. It's a good way to flex your skills and work on your voice and timing and all of those things. So it's perfect. The funny part is, Bishak, you may be playing around with a little bit of this, but I'm hoping at some point that more people like you or like that are working on books or writing things or doing stuff actually come into the stream so that we can collectively work on stuff and do cool stuff. So that would be kind of cool. So I appreciate that. Thank you. We had a friend in here, was it a week and a half ago, Sunny? That was looking for some prompts. They were out of a European country. I can't remember which one. And they were doing something similar. They were writing some different stuff. Hey, it's Sage. Good morrow, Sage. Good morrow. I took a creative writing class a few years ago for my honor certificate. It was really fun. They are really fun. I've taken one of those too. Oh yeah, I remember them. Yeah. It was good stuff. I'm still out of breath from running around trying to get those tires filled. You missed all the excitement, Sage. Mrs. Tahoe came home because she had a low tire pressure warning on her car, and I had to run out there during stream and blow it up with my lungs, blow up all the tires with my lungs. So I'm out of breath, but it was for the greater good is what it was. For sure. Oh. Did a thing. True story. Bishak said, yeah. It was cataloged in the comments above here in our chat, so it is I can definitely say that this is an accurate story of what actually happened. So feel free to go back and read through it. It's pretty long. Like it's an autobiographical, setup here. So we were 3 minutes away from our first ad break. Dang it. Feels like I just got here. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. Yeah, Sage, let me know when you're ready to reschedule our little meet and greet thingamajiggy. I was keeping chat occupied while you were gone. Oh, no, you were doing a great job. I think Sunny was very engaged. I think that's the point, is that there was a lot of engagement that was happening. Being like, what's going to happen next? Yeah. No, you did a great job. That's the thing. You get a gold star, my friend. Gold star. Good job. Where's number 2? Absolutely will. This week is looking better for me. Okay, cool. Yeah, this one was a weird one because the kids started school back from their winter break on Tuesday. So that was a weird one in and of itself for them not to go back on Monday. So I'm still reeling a little bit from that. But yeah, this week should be fine. Yeah, lots going on, lots coming up. Yeah, we've got about 30 seconds before our first break here. Our first 3-minute little break. I hate, after having to go out and do a bunch of stuff, I hate to leave y'all for those 3 minutes, but them's are the rules at the same time. I gotta stick to my rules. So actually, let's see if we can find our assistant out here. She is got a split. Thanks for coming by, B-Check. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Thanks for entertaining people while I was dealing with emergency crisis time. So appreciate that. Your storytelling is wonderful. Yeah, we'll see if the assistant's out here. We'll see what she's got going on. But stick around. We'll do this ad break for 3 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll actually try to get something done today instead of having to do emergency things. So I'll be right back. Okay, I found the assistant. There she is. Oh, that was one of the other runaround things that I had to do, was in the process of Dreamer coming home, then the dog wanted to go out, so I had to let her out, and y'all got to see that a little bit. And then run and help her, so she's hanging out outside now, doing her things. She finally came out of her closet. Because let's face it, it's her closet. She has claimed it as her own little den. That's hers. We just get to put clothes in it every once in a while. If she allows us. She's like a troll, you know. We have to answer 3 riddles and then we get to put our clothes in the closet. It's really hard sometimes. They're not very hard riddles, but the riddles nonetheless. So there she goes, turning into a little ball. This is the Husky Poof, where they just transform into a little, they fold everything up. I'm assuming this is what they do when they're out in the snow, and the Alaskan countryside or wherever. They just fold up into the smallest little ball, keep all that heat in, and let it snow on top of them. Nice little warm blanket of snow. And yes, snow is insulating, so it does keep you a little extra warm if you got a little blanket on top of you like that. All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back from our little break there. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate that. And normally I would talk and play a little bit, but we had a lot of play already, so we gotta get some work done. I'm gonna be scrambling tonight because this video has to come out tomorrow. Ooh, Sage. Oh no, because we're gonna maybe talk this week. I was gonna talk to you about our project that we worked on. I was able to put together a sample version of what I was thinking, and I have to do some refilming of it because I realized there's a better feature on my phone for filming it. I think I talked about this a little bit already, but I do have a sample that I might want you to look at some point, but I got to figure out where I'm gonna put it because I can't send it over Discord. It's too big. I have to remember there was an idea that I had for how I wanted to put it out there too, and I wanted to throw past you, but I can't remember what it was. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out at some point. Maybe not today. Do I have another version of this? Oh, I do. There it is. Like that. Let's not do number 2. Move this over here. Swap this back. There we go. I want to do... Okay, so if we start with that, do we want the character to interact? Maybe we'll do one frame in between that announcement, and then this is the actual how to get to... I'm trying to decide if I want to... I've got 6, 12, 18 seconds here of looking at each of the pages of this website where you can actually sign up for this for my first 2026 event. But I'm thinking I might want to record a video scrolling through. Maybe I'll do a recording of this rather than doing pictures, because the recording would be... I think it would be better. Let's see. I'm looking to see, I have the website on my phone, if it's gonna work here or not. I've recorded stuff off of my computer before, but the aspect ratio is wrong, so sometimes it's easier to do recordings off my phone and then go from there. Question is, can I do it efficiently and fast enough to make it worth it? Okay, so we need that. Question is, let's record this. We're definitely going to put the website up at some point. I'm going to get down to this part of it. Back up to the top. That. Let's click events. Get tickets. Sometimes I'm doing a lot of this on the fly with all of y'all. So that's 1 minute and 24 seconds. So that one's extra long. We might have to cut that up a lot. Yeah, okay. So let's record that again. We'll do it a little bit faster. Actually, we'll do a separate one. Record. Start here. Stop there real quick. We'll go down to there. Okay, there we go. That's like 34 seconds. We're going to try to pull that in there instead. Idea is not to eat up time, but it is also to eat up a little bit of time. Okay, send that over to the computer. We'll go to uploads, video. Let's see, go to trash. We don't need that one anymore. Don't need that one. We do need this one. So the nice thing about having a Mac is that I can just airdrop stuff from my iPhone over to the Mac and it just throws it over there, which is nice. Okay, let's trade this out. Put this here. Okay, so that puts us way over on our time limit, which is good. We'll get rid of these for the time being. So we got 9 seconds we need to get rid of, so. Perfect. We might have just squeaked this by. Okay, so we don't need that. Let's hope. Okay, let's go here. Let's crop this down to there. That can stay. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and make this bigger. Just fill up as much of that as we can. So you can see the little guidelines that I have here. I actually built this little template to show on my phone where all of the dead zones are for these Instagram reels. So this doesn't work with YouTube or anything like that, but this works for them, where the edges get cut off in certain respects, and then where the little time and camera is up at the top, and all the different little spaces, the like, shares, and the information. Those are all like dead zones. You don't want to put stuff in. Okay. Let's check this out. Nook Granny, bookwagon.com, yes. Click on the dots. Click on that. And I even tried to do this fast, so that was the middle part there was a bit too fast. Okay, so I gotta cut 3 seconds from part of this, but I want to do, let's go, click. Yes, we want animated. Which one do I like? I like that one. This is just going to be for the beginning part. That's where that is. Let's pull this out so we can actually see where that transition is. Not selecting it. Okay, something is locked here on accident. What's happening here? Position, select that. Okay. I feel like Canva has been having a lot of troubles lately. I don't think I have an update for it. I can double check real quick. Updates. No updates for it. I've got something wrong where I can't move around. I can't move around the elements anymore. Maybe if we close this project and reopen it, maybe? We'll try, we'll see what happens. Okay, now let me move it. Oh, well, let me move it again. Because it's in that view? No. Okay. So it they won't let me. Okay, it's there to let me do it. There to let me do it. It's just being weird. I don't understand. Okay. We got that figured out. So that's going to be doing that correctly now. And that. I definitely want to extend this a little bit, which means we're going to have to cut some time somewhere else to make this work. Because I think this is too short. Okay. Position this just right. Block anything. There we go. Should be. Oops, that was way too fast. Boop. Boop. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to extend that somehow. We have to clip it and then. Okay, so let's cut. Let's go ahead and split it there. Split page. We'll get rid of. We'll get rid of this black screen of death here. We'll split that as well. Get rid of that much of it. Cool. We can go way down here. Oh, I hear puppies wanting to come back inside now. Who would have guessed? All right, I'm gonna leave this all up and I'll be right back. It definitely feels like a woo kind of day, for sure. Thank you, Sora. Let's go down. Let's want to stop moving there. Let's split it. Split page there. let's go ahead. That's not all the way down at the bottom. Dang it. That's fine. I can get it. Let's take this and let's speed it up a little bit here. Did that save us anything? I think it did, but what the heck is it doing? The heck? Let's zoom out, I guess. Let's see if this does it better if I zoom out. Normally what it's supposed to do when you tell a video to play a little faster on here with their video speed, it's actually supposed to make that clip smaller. It's not doing that. Why isn't it doing that? Weird. Okay. I have to manually do it? Oh, that makes it perfectly 1 minute. So remember, anytime you want to post these on social medias, they have to be 60 seconds or less. And to be honest with you, they have to be 59.5 seconds or less, because for some reason that actual exact 60 seconds, it seems to think there's a little extra runtime on it. So you gotta go a little bit less rather than a little bit more on those. Okay, speed on that's good. Perfect, good transition. Good when we stop there. Awesome, and then we have a full 6 seconds for our ending wrap-up part of that. Okay, cool. Cool. I think we're right in the wheelhouse of what I'm looking for. We just need to come up with a intro part of this. Something to introduce buttons and what's going on. Talk about the event. Talk about where you can find it. That's... what the crap was that? That's correct. Weird little glitch. Perfect. Okay, so why did this go back to the... It did not. Canva, you're being all glitchy, my friend. What the hell? Okay, cool. We'll need something introducing that at the end or wrapping it up. Maybe this guy. I use him a lot though. It is one of my favorites. Blip. Okay, something like that. There was another. I may have to go look. There's another graphic that I have. I may have to check my own Instagram. Ba-doo. Profile. My stories real quick. Oh no, I think it has a disclaimer on it already, right? Doesn't it have one? Company parents do not need a ticket. Tickets are only required for any children in attendance. Yes, okay. Okay, we want... Okay, so that has all of the... all of that. Something like that. We're doing the fast version of this a little bit right now too. Because I know we only have a limited amount of time to work on things now that our stream was cut a little bit today. I don't know if that's a good place to start it, but might be. We can play a little bit here. Yeah, they definitely have something screwed up here on this Canva. Yeah, it's exciting because we've got our first book event here set up for February 22nd, and we also have a new location where people can go and purchase my books, which will be at this bookstore, at the Nook and Cranny bookstore. So we got, it's a 2-for-1 deal is what we got out of this, which is really, really cool. So more locations to add to our repertoire, which is really, really nice. Slowly branching out, we will cover all of Reno, Nevada. It will be ours at some point. Hopefully we can get a good enough little system here. There's a couple bookstores in town that haven't gotten back to me yet. Or have gotten back to me, and they had too much inventory to be able to add my book to their shelves. So I'm hoping as we continue to expand and be at events and do different things, we can slowly pick up more and more. So that would be exciting. This will be our third year writing these books, publishing these books. So it's exciting. Dreamer has a premonition that this year will be the year that we that we kick it off, that we really, like, we slowly started on our first year getting our feet wet in the space. Second year, started making connections locally with our community and stuff like that, that's definitely the way to go. Start building that rapport with your local bookshops and book events and stuff like that. And then third year, hopefully continuing all of those things and expanding and doing more and more things, I think, is the plan and the idea at the moment. So exciting, a little bit nervous for me, because growth like that is, for me, needs to be very slow and methodical and thought out and planned out, because I know it can not necessarily go south easily, but if I want it to do all of the things that I want it to do, then I want to make sure that I tend that garden the correct way. Make sure that I'm honoring it and taking care of it the way it needs to be taken care of, if that makes any sense. Let's hopefully I didn't screw all this up by cutting it all before getting it placed in the right place. Okay, yeah, I like that had Nook and Cranny Bookwagon.com, like, big centralized in the front of that. Even though it's small, it's still on the page, which that's probably going to get covered up, but at least it's on there. I can always re-mention it again at the end. Yeah, for that last frame there, the last 6 seconds, definitely mention something about it, but yeah, like, that's nice and big right there. Dang, it's going to be right. It's going to be right in the. Dang it. My template is telling me that it's going to be in the worst spot that it can be in. Yep, it's going to be right where the. I could move it, but I'm going to lose some of it too. This might be one of those ones where I have to export it out and see what it looks like, and then go from there. I think I am going to bury. I'm going to bury the stitches on this one, because I want that to be the main piece of that. I am going to put the 51 ahead of it, though. We're also going to, I think I'm going to change up part of the format for next year as well. I have to look at that coming up in future videos, whether or not, I love my little comic that I put together at the beginning of these videos. These little guys here at the very bottom. I like them. It's a lot of work to do. It's a lot of work to put together the or to remember to change out the picture every time, which, if you've been in the stream recently, yeah, you saw that I screwed up on that on one of them. Actually, I've screwed up on it twice in the last year, so I'm like, dang it, Bobby, I gotta figure out a better way to do that. We'll leave that one for now. So let's pull not that. Okay, let's do that. Let's get rid of that sample. Okay, that's looking good. So I did work on these a little bit. I got some of the stuff put together yesterday, so you guys get to see kind of part of the process. You also got to see me film the video real quick and get that put in here. But sometimes this process for making these social media video post things is quick. Sometimes it's really long. Sometimes I'll start it even on Saturday or Sunday, and I'll get to Wednesday and I'll be like, and then I'll just have to sprint to the end to finish it. And there's sometimes where I finish it like really early. I'll get to Monday and I'll have it done and I'll be like, cool, I got the rest of the week to chillax. Then there are sometimes like, no, not today. Some days I just literally start and finish it on Wednesday, or finish it early Thursday morning. Sometimes that creativity comes and sometimes it goes, and you gotta chase it around a little bit. Just kind of depends. Okay, so I like that. Thought about putting him on here, helping out, but I don't think I want to do that. I could put a disclaimer to pause at any time. You can go down there. How did she put it? Is it and or is it? Yeah, that one. CRANNY. And so we definitely want to do a thank you on there. Let's put that as bold. Make that white because that's usually how my titles go for stuff. Gotta put something in there. Gotta fill in somehow. Let's go. Let's go with this one. I want to keep that. I'm going to cover up myself. Maybe we'll use this one. You know, that little pause in the music gets me every goddamn time. Every time. I did it wrong. Wow, comma, that's soon. There we go. Oh. We definitely have more promo stuff we need to put together as we work our way up to this February 22nd date. Damn, we've got so much to announce is the thing. So the official opening of this bookstore is on January 17th, which is only 10 days away. And we also have to announce and tell people that we're going to have books in the bookstore at that time that they can go purchase. So it's a lot of stuff. Oh no, my mouse died. It's just a litany of things today on this Wednesday, isn't it? Just one of them days. I want to try to love to keep both of their dates open as well, if I can. There we go. This way, if they can see all of the dates for Wild Sierra, February 8th, Ski Patrol Pups, February 15th, and Stitch Tales, February 22nd. We may need to split that 6 seconds at the end to do a 3 second, or reduce that down to 5. We might have to move some stuff around. I might need to put because this will be a ticketed event, so you won't be able to just show up day of and participate in this event. This is a special ticketed event because you get some extras. May have to move around because we're exactly at our 6 second, or excuse me, our 60-second time limit. Let's see how it flows real quick. I think I can cut. I got 1 second off of that, which means I should be able to cut 1 second off of this. I have 2 seconds to play with. Let's see if there's any other time I can cut. Let's cut a second off of that. That gives us, is that not 6 seconds before? I thought it was 6 seconds before. Put a 5, that should give us 57 seconds here, not 58. Let me just cut another. that. Let's cut this down to 3 seconds. 3. We do need to put something there. 5, 5, 5. Yeah, we can reduce 3 of those down to 5 seconds, so we should have gained. This is where their little timing is a little off sometimes. Let's see how far off it is. It's off by 0.1. Which means we have 0.1 somewhere that we can get rid of. It's super easy to do right here. Okay, that should get us there. We should probably go a little bit more. Just bring this down to 0.5. Hopefully that'll give us enough clearance so that it doesn't think we're going over that 60 seconds. I can also add some transitions in between here, and that will soften some of that harsh like flop, and also give us a little more time. At least it can possibly. Like, I don't mind the hard switches. Like, that one may be running too long. I may only need like 4 seconds of that. Means we should be able to bring this up to 4 seconds. Perfect. Because this is a special ticketed event, we need to make sure that people can know that they have to go to the website to get tickets for it. That's why we're giving them all the information on where to do that. That's off because I moved it. That's correct, which means that one is slightly off, but it's not too bad. Not as bad as the other one. Okay. Oh, that go by so fast. Shoot, we might have to do let's split this here, split page. That's 1.9. Let's duplicate that out. Not gonna look weird. Let's go ahead and keep cutting that. To that. Let's just cut it down to 1 second all by itself. It's not ideal, but it may work. Okay, it still did the little blip. Now I can't get it to do it. Okay, I don't see a blip here. Seems to be better. Now we're 1 second over. Okay, that's better. So we added a second to that, so we actually have to lose a second somewhere. Or lose. Be precise. Come on. 0.4. Thank you. It's 5, 4, 49. This should go down to 9.2. Yeah, so like we don't need all that time before we start scrolling. Go ahead and cut a whole second out of that. We can actually cut a whole another second out of that, or at least 0.5 out of that. So that should bring us down to 50 or 88.7. There we go. Okay, cool. I think we got there. So we gained a little bit of time for explanation things there. We cut down some of the slag that we don't really need. We've got time here at the end for our wrap up bits. So we're right there. Just need some cleanup, and then I can start the writing bits for the post itself. Is the idea, but we definitely do need something. Kind of have to like no. This is a special ticketed event head over to I'll have to put it, I want to write it out. Do I want to just pull this? Where is, okay, there's that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to make something, some kind of website thingamajiggy here. Just got done watching Jack of All Trades, Party of None. Nice. Is that a movie? TV show? I don't know. We do have ads popping up here in about 10 seconds. So we can switch over to our assistant cam. Oh, she moved a little bit. And then we can talk a little bit about it, Sunny, during the break here. But we're going to pause for the moment, check in on our assistant, and then take that 3-minute ad break. There we go. We're in it to win it. It's an anime. Oh, okay. Sometimes I don't like to presume that that's what's going on, that it's an anime. Second episode aired today. Yeah, we got a lot of new season stuff popping up here in the next couple weeks, or even just continuations of other series or older series. So, like, I'm excited for Frieren to start again. So I am behind, haven't finished last season. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm actually ahead of you then. I finished my last episodes, I think, on a Friday. I got my last ones in. Let me double check. I didn't start anything new. Yeah, I finished up campfire cooking. I finished May I Ask One Final Thing. Finished up my status as an assassin obviously exceeds the heroes. I'm behind on Spy Family. That's the only one. But that one, me and Mrs Tahoe watched together. So that one's on a different. That's on a different time scale. I'm caught up on To Your Eternity. I watched the last of My Hero Academia. Yeah, those were the ones I had on my docket. So everything except for Spy Family, but I have to wait on that one. I keep going to Star Citizen and don't give myself much time for anime. No, that's okay. You don't have to give yourself to any of this stuff. Don't forget, you go where things make you happy. That's all that matters. If it's not bringing you joy, like Marie Kondo says, if it doesn't bring you joy, don't do it. Yeah, that's the thing though, is like it really depends on what you want to do. If there are like limited time event stuff that is happening in the game, do that stuff, because the anime stuff, that'll always be there. I know. I've been having what do they call that? Sleep procrastination at nighttime, because I get to the evening when I'm supposed to be going to bed, and I'm like, but there's so many other things that I would rather be doing than sleeping, and then I just stare at my phone for a little bit until I pass out. Yeah, it's called sleep procrastination. It's a thing. Yeah, Dreamer gets on me because I'll get done with working and stuff like that, and she'll have already gone back and is hanging out in bed, and she'll come on and be like, are you coming to bed anytime soon? I'm like, I got a brain dump on this stupid box that's in my hands for at least a little bit to flush out all of the stuff in my head. Otherwise I'm gonna go back to working, and I gotta make myself a little bit tired, and then I'll come to bed. So it's where at the end of the day we get time to ourselves and try to squeeze the extra time in until the day starts over. Yeah, it's exactly what that is, and I hate fucking feeling like that because it sucks. But I know that it's a common feeling that people feel, especially nowadays where we're having to work, super fucking hard to make sure all the ends meet and stuff like that. So I get it. Gets it. I think the hard part about that is like, I'm pretty good at being like, no, I know I need to do XYZ because it's the important thing to do, and then I'll get myself to do those things. And like, I understand when there are moments where I need to sacrifice in certain respects, but at the same time, it cannot always be that, right? Like, your brain does need time to decompress, and it's no different than your body. Like, I used to work construction all the time, and if I did not get time to rest my body, it would literally tell me, be like, dude, you're not fucking doing shit. And I'm like, no, but we have to go to work. And it's like, nope, you're fucked right now. And it's like, you sons of bitches. Brains do the same thing, so I get it. I get it. We end up sleep depriving ourselves to get time to ourselves. Yeah, and it's a catch-22, because then you're propagating the problem that you know what I mean? Your brain's going, okay, I need time to decompress, but at the same time, I'm also depriving myself of the sleep to deal with some of the stress and stuff like that. So now you're just pushing. It's the robbing Peter to pay Paul situation, right? It's, oh, this is future Tahoe's problem. Don't worry about it, you know. And then tomorrow comes and you're like, that's fine. This is future Tahoe's problem. He'll figure it out. Like, you just keep passing the buck further and further down the line until your body's just like, nope, no more bucks passing. You have to pay your bills now. And you're like, no. And then I pass out on the couch and I don't even know I did it. So I'll be watching TV shows or comedy with Dreamer, and I'll be like, hey, what's going on in the show? And it's the end, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no, I missed it. And she's like, yeah, you were sleeping. You fell asleep pretty hard. You were breathing pretty heavy too. And I was like, oh, fuck. And she'll know it's a good one too, because like, if I'm sitting and I have my feet up on our little coffee table, and I pass out and I don't move, like I'm a statue. Like, I mean, I'm still in the crunched up position, sitting on the couch kind of thing. And I'm that out with it, and she can tell, because like, normally when you fall asleep, like, you spread out and you slump down a little bit, and I'm just like gargoyle style. And she's like, yeah, you were out for an hour. And I was like, and I was in this position the whole time. She's like, yeah, you didn't move at all. Like, you just stayed. Like, we probably could have put like stuff on top of your hat or on top of you, and you probably wouldn't have noticed. I was like, oh, yikes. Those are rough ones. Those are ones, yes, you definitely need, but at the same time, those are rough ones. That means I went a little above and beyond. I probably bit off more than I could chew, so I have to pay the piper. But anyways, we are done with our stream for the day. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what we're going to do with Wednesday streams, because they are shorter. I feel like we can do something with them, or maybe use this time in an evening stream instead. Yes, Weekend at Bernie's for sure. I totally turned into a statue. I'm dead to the world, essentially. Yes, that is Weekend at Bernie's. I would like to be able to, what I'm trying to figure out is, I love the connecting with the community and stuff like that, and giving people the ability to, especially around in my local area, a connection point for them to be able to talk to somebody who's currently working on these type of projects, and stuff like that. So I love doing these streams from 9 to 12 during the day, but the demographic of adults and people with jobs and stuff like that doesn't really point, drop, and run. Okay, thank you, Dreamer. Bye. That means we're up at 63% now. Thank you. But yeah, something I got to think about, and I have to work with my local group and see if there's any want and need for that type of accessibility and stuff like that too. So we'll see. Things to work on and change and evolve as we move into more of 2026 and basically started off with a bang with our first event here. So I do want to do a shout out to Nook and Cranny, to Emily for inviting me to come to her new shop and be a part of all of the awesomeness that she's got going on. For her to put my books in her shop, to set up this event, for us to come in and sign books for people, and possibly for future signings and stuff down at the Riverside Market and stuff. So lots of cool and awesome things going on, hopefully here in the near future. So definitely stay tuned, keep an eye out on stuff. Yeah, all those things. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with us. Thank you for all of the craziness that was happening, for being okay with all of that. Thank you, B-Shack, for entertaining everybody with your fantastical tales that you told on my behalf about the wild intricacies of everything that happens at my house, that are 100% accurate and 100% believable in every way, shape, and form. I am Tahoe Anime, and I endorse this message. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. You are a scholar and a gentle person. There you go. Appreciate that. And thank you, Dreamer, for your point, drop, and run. I appreciate that as well. Thank you, babe. Other than that, I will be back on Friday for another stream. Not sure what we'll be working on. Maybe more of all of this stuff as we continue to move closer and closer towards our 50-second weekly post, our big turnover there. It's kind of like my version of New Year's is essentially what I've got going on. And then moving into midway through January and trying to get book 3 ready for publishing, and doing all kinds of updating on price changes and ISBNs and barcodes and all of the rest of the publishing things that need to happen for book 3 to become a actual tangible physical product to go out to the world. So thanks for sticking around. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.